Hi boys and girls, it's Mr. Kaser. So I thought today we would draw the super cool frog picture, okay? And we are working vertically, which means straight up and down. Remember, vertical is up and down, horizontal is sideways, okay? And the first thing we're gonna do is put our name in the bottom left corner, so if we write our name and if we go long, we can always keep going on the paper. If we do it over here, we'll go off the paper, okay? So here's my name. And then Mr. Kaser will know who's our who's, okay? So when we start, I'm gonna put a little dot in the middle of my paper. So when you're looking at my paper and you have your dot, you can kind of tell where I am and you can compare what I'm drawing to things you're drawing, okay? So here's what it's gonna look like when he's done, all right? So there's my dot here. I made it a little low, but we're gonna do our eyes first. And what shape are our eyes? Two ovals, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is make a couple of ovals. So here's an oval, and touching that oval, I'm gonna make another oval. So there are my ovals, okay? Now you can see his eyes inside of it, so I'm gonna put a circle here and a circle here. And they did that little white spot in the eyes. We're going to hold off on that because it'll be a little easier to do it this way, okay? Now to make his head, the trick is to make it, this one I put a little too high, okay? You can see on this one how his head is just right above his eyes because that'll make his eyes look bigger because frogs have big eyes, right? Okay, so I'm going to start right here in the middle and I'm going to wrap around and I'm going to be very close to my eyes, but I'm going to leave a little bit of space. Okay? Then on either side, I'm going to put a little bump for a cheek, and then I'm going to put a bump for a cheek over here. Then I'm going to connect those two down here. And remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause and go back on the video, right? Okay? So to make his mouth, we make a smile with two lines at the end. And then we're going to make another smile down here that dips down and comes back up. All right. Then we're going to put a little bump in here for his tongue. And now we're going to make his body, but we're going to make this inside shape first, inside of where his arms are, okay? So I'm going to do that by making an oval, but it's going to come out over here and it's going to come out over here. See those two lines? And then I'm going to wrap around and then connect them. And then I'm going to put a U shape in here for his tummy. Okay. Then I'm going to make his hands. To make his hands, it's just three little bumps that come off of his stomach. So down here, I'm going to make a bump, 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 and it comes in, and it comes up, and it's going to copy this line coming back up. See that? And then I do the same thing on this side. I make a bump, and a bump that comes in. And I like to turn my paper because it's easier. And then I copy that line coming back up. Now his legs come out up here because he's kind of haunched, ready to hop. So they come up. And look, they're going to touch right where his wrist would be. There, and then the same thing over here. Okay? And one of my legs is bigger than the other, and that's fine. And then I'm going to put a little line in here for his leg, and a little line in here for his leg, and right in the middle. Now to make his feet, right where his leg and meets his hand, I'm going to make it come out, and there's going to be a bump here, a bump, and a bump, and it comes back to the hand. See that? Then I do the same thing over here. Comes out, bump, bump, bump. And there is my frog. Pretty cool, huh? Now we're going to add a sun and a cloud and a lily pad, and we're going to add the water in here as well. Okay? So to make the sun, we're going to make a curved line up here with a long line, short, long, shorter, longer, shorter, longer, shorter. And there's our sun. And now we're going to make a cloud over here. And a cloud is just a bumpy oval. So I'm going to make a bumpy oval. Bump, 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 bump. Now we're going to make the water line. And we're going to make it so it touches his knee on one side. It comes from the side of the paper, touches his knee, jumps over to the other side, and keeps going. And now we're going to make a lily pad. But first, here's how we're going to make the lily pad. We're going to make this round shape right here first. Okay, because that's going to be the front of the lily pad, and you'll see what I mean. So on his foot or back here, you can either do it here where his foot is or back here behind him. I'm going to do it behind here. I'm going to make an oval shape that's going to come around to my little lily pad opening. So it comes around and touches that. And then over here, same thing. Comes around and touches it. So there's my lily pad. All right. And then we're going to make these things called these cattails. Cattails are, you see them on creeks and where water is, okay? So to make those, I make a line here with a line right next to it, coming off of his knee to make it look like it's behind him. And then I make an oval with a little point. And then I'm going to make another one that's going this direction. Line, line, oval, point. Okay? And now we're going to make a dragonfly. To make a dragonfly, we're going to make a wing that's an oval going this direction. Okay? See how it kind of goes like that? And then I'm going to leave a space, and because I'm going to put his body right in the middle, and I'm going to make another one the same size or about the same size. Okay? And then to make his bottom wings, I'm going to make an oval that goes this way, that's smaller, and an oval that's this way, that's smaller. And then I'm going to make his body in the middle. To make his body, I make a long oval. And to make his head, I make a flat oval going this way. Okay, so there is my dragonfly. Now, I'm going to let you color it in however you want, okay? Frogs are green, though. Lily pads are green. His tummy here is yellow, okay? You can do your dragonfly any color you want, and your sun is, yellow or orange. And if you only have one kind of blue, maybe do just blue lines for the sky, and then color in the whole bottom blue, okay? Sometimes I just do lines, like a line, then I leave a space, then the line, line, line. And I fill in lines in between things. And there's going to be an example of that eventually. But I want you to color in however you want, okay? And his tongue is red and his eyes are black. So I hope you enjoyed doing that today. That's a fun one to do. And I hope we'll see you real soon. And I hope everybody's well. And take care. And make sure you're helping mom and dad at home. Bye, guys.